fail, I mean, it will be failure, Matt, but it will be, you know, understandable failure.
It's natural, isn't it? It's wildlife. That's what happens, Naga. But when was the last time you actually saw a red squirrel? Have you seen one at all? Well, four have been reintroduced here to the Wildwood Trust's wildlife area. To tell us a little bit more, we have the head of conservation with me, Laura. Very good morning, Laura.
Good morning.
First of all, tell us, what is it to love about red squirrels?
What's there not to love about a red squirrel? Actually, red squirrels are, apart from being really charismatic and iconic, it's our only native red squirrel, and our only native species. Everybody recognises the grey squirrel, but actually it's a North American species, introduced in the 1870s. And if you think about the population, red squirrel, 140,000, which you might think, actually, that's quite a lot. But compared to the 2 million grey squirrels, which shouldn't really be here, it's a real problem.
So it's the grey squirrel's the biggest threat?
Grey squirrels are the main threat to our native red squirrel population. They carry disease and they outcompete them for all sorts of food and other resources. So the future of the red squirrel really is dependent on us being able to control and manage grey squirrel populations in the future.
Fantastic. Also with us as well is Judy. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning.
They've been a bit looser this morning. Tell us very quickly about the squirrels we have here.
Okay, so in this, what we call a walk-through enclosure at Wildwood, we have just male squirrels. We don't breed in this walk-through. And currently we have 3 residents, Lucky, Sage and Little Nutkin. And they're kind of like a retirement home for males, or in the breeding programme you often get quite a few males that aren't required, so surplus males come in here as well. And it provides natural surroundings for them and allows the members of the public to be immersed with the squirrels.
And increase the awareness.
And
get to see them where you normally. Well, thank you very much, Judy. Thank you very much, Laura. Fingers crossed they come out to play. They have been, but every time the camera appears, they disappear as well. But
practice your squirrel whispering.
I'll try. I'll get some tips for you in a minute. Thank you very much, both of you. Hopefully we will see them. But what they have this morning, the squirrels and the rest of us, is a dry start to the day. Let's take a look at that.
Well, incredible views. What a way to experience a football stadium. It's unlike anything really available anywhere else.
So, yeah, a couple of thoughts. I think we're all thinking the same thing, aren't we? About the
Who's
who's working the camera, Tim? That's what I'm thinking. You know, you're hanging on there. You're fine. What about whoever's operating the camera? Yes.
It's the brilliant Kevin Saddington, as ever, doing a fabulous job on camera, and he's, you know, we're all harnessed up nice and safely, so you know, there's no real peril, but you do have to have a bit of a head for heights. And obviously, when you're looking for your viewfinder, as Kevin is, then it adds to the challenge. But we're up for that.
Is Kevin pleased to be up there with you?
Kevin is very pleased.
No.
Oh, he's not pleased. He's shaking the camera. So that's a no.
Oh, you missed that because we were showing you the shots. We did just ask if Kevin was happy, and he shook the camera the other way. But he's doing a brilliant job. There we go. We see you, Tim. If you kind of turn around, we see you towards the drone. You can give us a wave.
There you go. I mean, what a way to take in this incredible view.
It looks stunning.
Absolutely astonishing. And the hope is that many people will come up here and take it in. Now, eventually, next year, they want people to be able to abseil down when they've finished their tour. So that's going to hopefully begin next year. But until then, I'm sure a lot of people will be wanting to check out this incredible view. If you're a fan of Spurs, then it really is quite something.
Tim, I know you've loved it, so you just hang on in there, you and your cameraman, and everyone else, be safe. But we know you've loved this so much, so we're on the lookout now for another place to test Tim's head for heights, because he loves it. So any suggestions you have, he's done Blackpool Tower.
Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Naga Munchetty and Charlie State.
Our headlines today: more than 2 million people in England and Wales face
mass coronavirus testing is...
He's already raised millions for charity, but Captain Tom isn't stopping there. He'll tell us about his new foundation to help people with mental health problems.
The foundation is out there to help all sorts of people where a little bit of hope will do them some good.
Good morning. Squirrel Awareness Week next week. I've come to East Kent in search of the elusive creature. I'll also have a forecast.
Good morning. It's Thursday, the 17th of September. Our top story is stricter restrictions are going to be brought in parts of England and Wales.
And the pubs in Pontypridd is that there will be a curfew on pubs to be closing at 11 p.m.
The Prime Minister has admitted there isn't enough capacity for coronavirus testing.
Colossal spike in demand. Breakfast John Maguire is outside a test centre in Sandwell for us this morning. John, morning to you. Interesting stories that have been coming out from people who are going for tests. For very
Centre here opened just 5 minutes ago at 8 o'clock, and we saw a handful of people going inside.
In the weeks and months ahead to meet that demand from both those who are prioritised, but also members of the public, Mr and Mrs Smith, who may develop symptoms.
Squirrels. That sounds really wrong. He's just been searching for red squirrels. I'm going to... Don't look at me like that. Come on. Hello, Matt. Morning.
Sorry. Good morning to you.
11 minutes past 8 is the time. Matt is in Kent. He's been squirreling out squirrels. That sounds really wrong. He's just been searching for red squirrels. I'm going to... Don't look at me like that. Come on. Hello, Matt.
Good morning to you. Yes, I am to find the squirrels. They are here. I have seen elusive character these days in the UK. Still strongholds in parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland. Trust 4 have been introduced to increase awareness, and one of them hopefully to breed and increase those squirrel numbers.
I did just see on social media. Did you just post a picture from this morning, a little video this morning of a red squirrel?
Just to prove they are here. They are here, yes. It's just they don't want to appear on air.
Well, so you're saying
Demands
that
for
was
more
seen
nuts or
this
something.
morning by you? That's not someone else's video?
It was... Nope. Both of the images are from me this morning.
What the man said. 13 minutes past 8 is... 8:43 the time now. So one of the things we've much needed over the past few months is things or individuals who make you feel good.
Who
in what
inspire.
are very challenging times.
Now, we met Captain Sir Tom Moore on this programme months and months ago, and since then, just ahead of his 100th birthday, he has raised £33 million for charity. He's received a knighthood from the Queen. He's had a #1 single as well, top the charts. He's not stopping though.
No, today he is launching a new charitable foundation as he continues in his quest to help other people.
I went to meet him to find out more.
Hello, how are you?
Very well. How are you? We finally get to meet at last.
I'm delighted to meet you.
Oh, it's my great
It's my
pleasure.
real pleasure. You've made my day already.
Oh, you're so kind. I am so excited about talking to you today. Thank you for inviting me to your home. What's this?
That's for you.
Is this for me to wear?
Yes.
Are you worried I'll be a bit cold?
Yes.
Okay.
That's better.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
I'm much warmer, thank you. Thank you very much. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Yes, I mean, I'm all the better for seeing you. I mean, I've been looking forward to see you for such a long time. I've seen you on television. It's not quite the same. Far better to see you in person. I mean, when people see me, they have a look and I say, well, they say, well, we've seen you on television. I said, well, do I look better in the flesh or on television? But some of them are not quite sure. But I mean, looking at you, you're far better in the flesh, and delighted to see you.
Today, Captain Tom is setting up a foundation. It will support those facing issues such as loneliness, bereavement and also mental health, in memory of his late wife, Pamela. I want to talk about how Pamela struggled with mental illness and how you coped with that.
Well, my poor girl, she had, it was, a lot of her problem was her mother. Because in the wartime, her mother was terrified but wouldn't let Pamela be sent away. She insisted that Pamela stayed with her so that when the bombing was in Gravesend, there was a terrified mother. We didn't help. And
He went to thank the team.
Oh, everyone's thinking, you see that shot at the end, you think, what did he say?
He's thanking our camera people, Daryl and Keith and Katie, our producer, and just charming. And honestly, it will be one of the interviews I will never forget.
It's so good that we had a little time with him
Yeah.
because in the past it's sometimes been a bit short, but it's really lovely hearing from him.